Welcome to the Abandonment Prevention Project. My name's Dylan. I adopt, train, and rehome abandoned dogs, so I can show you how to take a dog from untrained and abandoned to trained and rehome. Today, we're going to talk about leash skills and some of the contradictory things that I see on the internet on what is okay and what is not okay when it comes to loose leash walking. Yes, we shouldn't have our dog pull on the leash. 100%. I think we all agree with that. But some people say that your dog should always be in this perfect heel right here. And some people say that this is the only way that you can walk your dog. And my dog can't sniff around and explore the environment. He has to wait for me to, okay, in order to sniff this environment. And then when I move him away from it, he's got to ignore it, sort of thing. And I don't really agree with that. The way that we think about leash skills is, one, it's physical communication. So I need to have a communication, a language with my dog in order for them to succeed. And the second thing is the rules depend on the environment. So right now we're at a school and there's a lot of different things to smell and explore and interact with. And he's allowed to interact with them in any way that is not disrespecting the rules, which are, is this loose? Is this leash loose? Because if it's not, you need to stop what you're doing and pay attention to me and come back into the bubble that is loose leash. He is allowed to sniff things. He is allowed to be enriched by his environment because that's what we're here for right now. If he was only at my hip and I wasn't letting him sniff things and we walked around here for 20 minutes, he wouldn't get a lot out of it. He wouldn't be fulfilled as a dog. I would need to also take him somewhere else and let him off leash and run around and sniff and be a dog, when I could, if I'm trying to give him enrichment, just let him sniff things and let him go. Now, if he decides to pull on this leash because he wants to get to a smell or something, then we have to correct that. And when we say correct, we want our dog to think of getting to the end of the leash as a brick wall, an invisible brick wall that he couldn't possibly pass. So when he feels it, it's not really a correction. It's more oh, I hit the wall, I need to stop and check in with dad. Not, oh, I hit the wall, I am now naughty. We sniffing things, he's totally allowed to. He's respecting the rules of the environment. That's awesome. If you think that that is a horrible way to walk your dog, then, that's fine. But it's not how we treat our dogs, because I think that it is totally fine to let my dog interact with the environment. I think it is healthy. The times that we don't have our dog interact with the environment is in urban environments. If I take my dog into a downtown area and I'm going to be passing people on the street, I don't want my dog to be thinking that he's allowed to interact with his environment. He needs to ignore it. So in that setting, I communicate the structure and rules for that environment. And I think that my dog is very capable of understanding the difference between a big field and an urban environment, a store, things like that, which is very structured. Just because your dog walks one way in one does not mean that he's only going to be able to walk that way forever.